eyes on Dominik Mysterio.
Dominik, he can't even defend himself, Pat.
In the world of professional wrestling, the line between scripted drama and real-life emotions often blurs, creating moments that captivate fans with their raw intensity. But sometimes, real-life pain hits harder than any scripted rivalry or match could ever do. And that's exactly what the WWE Universe witnessed today. A moment so personal, so heartbreaking, that it completely shifted the atmosphere of an arena packed with fans, leaving them speechless and emotional. This wasn't a rivalry. This wasn't a storyline. This was a devastating announcement from two of the biggest names in WWE history, Roman Reigns and Dominik Mysterio. For years, Roman Reigns has been the face of WWE, a figure of unyielding dominance in the ring, commanding respect and admiration from fans around the world. As the tribal chief and the leader of the bloodline, Roman's authority and presence have made him one of the most iconic superstars to ever grace a wrestling ring. He has battled legends, toppled giants, and reigned over WWE with an iron fist. But beneath the muscle and determination, Roman is also a father, a husband, and, like all of us, a man who faces personal challenges that are far beyond the squared circle. Roman's story, one of resilience and perseverance, has inspired countless fans, especially after his public battle with leukemia. It was a moment that showcased not just his strength, but his vulnerability as well. That moment proved that even the mightiest warriors are human. Fans have followed his journey with admiration, and it's been clear that the man behind the tribal chief persona is someone who stands as a symbol of hope and strength for so many. On the other hand, Dominik Mysterio has been on a journey all his own. As the son of the legendary Rey Mysterio, Dominik has grown up in the limelight, trying to carve his own path in a wrestling world that often feels dominated by the weight of his father's legacy. From his early days as an innocent, wide-eyed newcomer to his transformation into a confident, defiant figure in the WWE, fans have watched Dominik evolve, both as a wrestler and as a person. His journey has been filled with highs and lows, doubts and triumphs. But through it all, Dominik has found a way to forge his own identity. It was, therefore, a moment of great intrigue when these two titans of the ring appeared together, side by side, to deliver an announcement that shook the WWE Universe to its very core. The speculation was palpable. Was this the start of a new alliance, a shocking turn of events in their respective storylines? But as Roman began to speak, it quickly became clear that this wasn't about wrestling. This wasn't about a rivalry or a championship match. This was something far more personal. Roman Reigns, standing tall as the tribal chief, addressed the crowd with his usual poise, but something was different. His voice, steady yet tinged with emotion, rang out across the arena. "I've stood before you many times as the tribal chief, as the head of the table," Roman began, his eyes scanning the audience, a slight vulnerability in his gaze. "But today I'm standing here as Jonah Noah I, a father, a husband, and a man who, like all of you, has faced his share of challenges." Roman paused, and for the first time in a long while, the once invincible figure softened. His commanding presence, usually so assured and confident, was now tinged with something else: grief. "What I have to say today isn't easy," Roman continued, his words measured but heavy. "But it's something I feel I owe to all of you, my family, my bloodline, and myself." The silence in the arena was deafening as fans braced themselves for what Roman would say next. "I never thought I'd have to share something like this with all of you," Roman said, his voice thick with emotion. "What I'm about to tell you isn't just news, it's personal, and I want you all to understand that this is coming from the deepest part of my heart." For a moment, Roman hesitated, looking down at the ground, seemingly collecting his thoughts. The silence between his sentences stretched, creating a palpable tension in the air. This wasn't the usual bravado of the tribal chief. This was a man speaking from his heart. Over the last few months, Roman continued, things have happened that have shaken my world in a way that no match ever could. And I'm here today, sharing this not as Roman Reigns the champion, but as Roman Reigns the man. The crowd, which had grown accustomed to cheering Roman's victories and hailing his greatness, now stood in stunned silence, waiting for him to reveal more. I've always said that my family is my strength, my foundation, Roman explained. My bloodline means everything to me. But sometimes, life has a way of testing you in ways you can never prepare for, and that's where we are now. Roman paused, his face contorting with pain, before he spoke again, each word weighed down by the gravity of the loss he was about to share. There's a loss in my family that has taken a toll on all of us. My cousin, someone I've known since we were kids, has been fighting for his life. And today I have to share with you that he's no longer with us. My cousin, my brother, has passed, and that loss is something I don't know how to process. The air in the arena seemed to suck out of the room. The fans, who had revered Roman as a larger-than-life figure, now saw him as a man grieving a personal loss, a loss that left them with more questions than answers. Who was this cousin? A family member the WWE Universe had never heard of? The identity remained a mystery, but the pain in Roman's voice was undeniable. As Roman's words hung in the air, a quiet figure emerged from backstage, Dominik Mysterio. His face, usually filled with confidence and defiance, was now pale, his eyes dull, and his expression somber. As he walked to Roman's side, the weight of his presence was clear. He, too, was grieving. "Roman's pain is my pain," Dominik began, his voice quiet, almost broken. "This loss, it's one I never imagined would happen. I'm here with him because family is everything." And when he said this was his brother, he wasn't just talking about a cousin. He was talking about a man who lived the same life we live, one who fought in the ring with the same passion, the same heart. And now he's gone. Dominik's words were raw, heartfelt, and unfiltered. The usually brash and cocky young man who had grown accustomed to the spotlight now stood before the WWE Universe as a grieving soul, broken by the loss of someone who had been like family. His eyes welled with tears, and as he wiped them away, the weight of the moment became even more real. For a brief moment, there was nothing but silence in the arena. The energy had shifted completely. The two larger-than-life figures, Roman Reigns and Dominik Mysterio, were no longer the indomitable champions the fans knew them as. They were men standing together, united by a deep and personal grief. And the world saw them not as superstars, but as human beings. "This isn't just a wrestling loss," Dominik continued, his voice breaking with emotion. "This is a personal loss, and it's something that's going to take time to heal. We know you all care about us, and we appreciate that more than anything. But today we need your support in a way that's deeper than the cheers you give us in the ring. We need your love, your thoughts, and your prayers. We're hurting, and we don't know what comes next. But we do know that we're going to get through this together." It was a statement that left fans not just emotional, but moved. It wasn't about the spectacle of the matches, the championships, or the rivalries. It was about two human beings, broken by grief, speaking directly to their fans, showing them their vulnerability. The immediate response from fans was overwhelming. Messages of support flooded social media, with fans from around the world offering condolences and sending love. Hashtags like #FamilyFirst and #WeStandWithRoman and Dominik began trending, proving that, in the end, wrestling is more than just a sport. It's a community, a family. Wrestlers and peers within WWE also took to social media to express their condolences. Stars like Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, and Brock Lesnar publicly extended their support, showing that the WWE locker room was united in their grief for Roman and Dominik. Roman's message continued, though his voice was still thick with emotion. "We're doing the best we can, but this isn't easy, and it's not something I wanted to share with all of you. But the fans, you all mean the world to me, so I owe it to you to be honest. Please know that this isn't the end of our journey. We're going to continue to fight. For him, for us, for all of you." Dominik, now with his hand on Roman's shoulder, spoke again, his words filled with resolve. "This loss is so hard to deal with, but I promise we'll keep pushing forward. We'll keep doing what we love. This will hurt, but we're not done. We can't give up. We owe it to him, and we owe it to all of you." The gravity of the situation left a mark on the WWE Universe. It wasn't about wins or losses. It was about people, real people, going through one of the most difficult experiences imaginable. As the year came to a close, Roman and Dominik shared one final message of gratitude and hope. "We've been through a lot," Roman said, "and this year has been one of the hardest of our lives. But as we step into the new year, we carry with us the memories of those we've lost and the strength we found in each other. We will keep fighting for what matters, and we will never forget the love and support you've all given us. And though the road ahead is uncertain, one thing is clear. The strength of the WWE Universe, their unity and support, is a powerful force. Through heartache, pain, and loss, Roman and Dominik will continue to fight, not just for themselves, but for the fans who have stood by T.